Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Out of all the reality TV shows, you know what? I reckon I could give Alone a bit of a crack.
Oh, bull.
What do you mean, oh, bull?
There's no way in the world. It takes a very special person to survive on their own in the wilderness.
Once again, I think I could give it a crack. I went to Scouts. I know how to light a fire. I know how to eat stuff.
Then you should talk to the
bush.
people who were in Alone Australia who went in thinking it would be that. I've been a fan of this show for years, and I've watched the ones that are set in northern Alaska and where there are extreme predators and extreme weather. So you think, how hard can the Australian one be? Everyone's scared of the bears in North America. Well, here in the Australian Alone series, the environment was the bear. It gave them nothing. That's a completely different set of challenges. They're in Western Tasmania in a place called Lituwitha, I think, and it poured with rain and there was no food to be seen. When the Indigenous population are around there, they move off at that time of year because even the fish are dormant.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's all been dammed up as well, hasn't it?
In the past, that's right.
Yeah.
So there's water everywhere, but there's dead trees poking out of everything. And they can't even find earthworms half the time to go fishing.
Oh, that's good. I don't want to eat earthworms.
Well, some of the contestants or the participants actually ended up eating worms. One guy, Michael, who was in the final tonight, there's 3 left in the final, Michael, Mike and Gina. Michael has been in for, I don't know how many days they're up to now. He's been there for 4 weeks. He's eaten nothing but grasses. Seriously, grasses. He has eaten no protein or no solid food at all. And to watch how hard it is for them to catch fish, to try and catch, they call them the paddy melon, this small breed of wallaby. It's so hard.
There's no film crew. They have to film themselves.
That's
So
right.
they've got little tripods. How do they learn to do all this
They
stuff?
have a week of boot camp where they learn how to do all of that, the camera techniques, and that camera equipment's heavy. And what we saw tonight, there's the 2 final episodes. And then after that is the reunion on SBS On Demand, and you can watch it again on SBS tomorrow night. But Michael, when we last saw him, had eaten nothing and had decided to do a make or break run and change the position of his camp. And you saw him lug that heavy the heavy camera equipment over this hideous terrain. And they're at the point now of thinking he's eaten nothing. He can't afford to use calories without anything going in, but he thought, I've got to make or break. You'll find out tonight, did it make him or did it break him? But some of the stories are extraordinary. I mean, you've got Mike there, who is ex-army, but he's a survivalist, and he's like MacGyver. He's made a canoe, he's made traps, he's made this and this.
His fishing rod was pretty good.
Yeah, but a lot of things seem to be eluding him. He's like Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. That paddy melon just escapes his trap every time. Some of the stories that have come out from this series have been incredible. Chris tapped out, I think, what day was he? He lasted 12 days. Chris was an Iraq war vet, and he's this ebullient, funny, loud, cheerful guy who thought that he could survive. He'd enjoy being out on his own. But when you've got PTSD, as he does, sometimes being alone isn't the best thing for you. And his tent in Iraq was near a helipad. So we see an extraordinary thing on this show where a surveying helicopter goes overhead and it sets off a panic attack.
So we got that chopper flying over and I thought it was like super exciting and now just getting mad PTSD triggers. I don't know why. PTSD's a it's like crazy panic attack. Jesus. Well, that's what a PTSD panic attack looks like. If you ever want to see one.
Gee.
He said that none of his friends or anyone has ever seen him have one of those. And he decided that he would film himself having this. They're told to keep the cameras rolling. They've set their own cameras up. But he said such response from the time that aired not just from not just from war vets, from a whole lot of people who have panic attacks, to share what it's like, to give insight into what it's like. One of the other incredible moments, and I cry on TV tonight talking to Gina about what's happened to her. There was one night, Gina is full of joy every single day, but there was a particular night where this huge sadness came out.
Blaze's birthday. Happy birthday, Blaze. This fire is your candle. My little spark. My only cub.
When I was 38, I discovered I was pregnant. And then 4 days later, I found out I had breast cancer. I was told that I had to terminate the pregnancy or I'd die. And I said, no, I will not. This wild wolf mama inside me just said no. Chemo babies are usually tiny. When Blaze arrived, she was 4.5 kilos. Getting her here healthily and being in remission taught me that I could trust that part of myself. And then 3 years later, Blaze got cancer. For any parent, the most terrifying thing to think ever is that your child can die. It's the biggest fear of a parent. It's like, as long as they're breathing, you're afraid. Spent 9 days in the ICU and then she died.
And she had to set all that up herself and just...
As she said, though, how valuable it is to see these stories on TV. For example, Chris's PTSD storm, to see that it can end, the storm ends. And as she said, a grief storm. It comes and you breathe through it and that moment ends. It'll come again, but such incredible lessons that everyone has responded to. This has been one of SBS's most popular shows ever.
It's a great show.
It's an incredible show. So tonight you will see Gina, you will see Michael, and you will see Mike, the 3 remaining contestants, participants, and tomorrow we will talk to the winner.
And you, after for the reunion,
hosting the
like
reunion.
Alex Perry when he did that show with the
This is nothing
Real
like
Housewives.
that. This is nothing like that. There'll be tears, and most of them are from me.